he's got this like weird Joe Biden swagger going on. Listen to what he had to say to one guy he was talking to in this clip.
Thanks for everything. Thanks for coming down. We appreciate it. I'll kick the food.
You ready to turn it
I was.
No one.
Yeah, goddamn right.
And I can't argue with your brothers outside the house.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Okay, so that was Joe Biden being caught on a hot mic. Technically. The camera was on him. Like, what's the difference between that and anything else they filmed? That was an oops, whoops, the funny line of, I mean, I like it. I'm not saying don't do it, but like, oh yeah, oh, you're really embarrassed by that mistake that was made.
Yeah, the cameras just happen to catch Uncle Joe shooting from the hip, John. Like this is Uncle Joe, you know what I mean? Mic'd up, he's ready to go. He's just, this is totally just spontaneous. Uncle Joe just doesn't know how to censor himself. He doesn't have that button, John.
100%. It's just, yeah, man, that guy gets wound up. He wakes up, has his Similac, and then you just can't contain him. But anyway, I want to talk just very briefly about the substantive point that Joe Biden is making, that it is indisputable. The issue is that unfortunately in America, it is sort of disputable. Now, when you look at the American public at large, so I have this Yale study back in late 2021, 72% agreed in America that global warming is happening. Only 14% say that it doesn't. So to say that it isn't happening is a very minority position, but it also really breaks down based on your political identification. Another poll, October of last year, 78% of Democrats agreed that climate change not only is existing, but is an existential threat and we have to do something about it. A plurality of independents said yes. Less than 1/4 of Republicans agree. More than 6 in 10 said it's either not a real threat or the government has already done enough to address it. This was in October of last year. And honestly, as dumb as it is to say it's not a threat, it seems dumber to say the government has already done enough to address it. What the hell had the government done as of October 2021 to address climate change? I guess we did some EV subsidies like 8 years ago or something. That probably took care of it. That's probably it.
I think
anyway,
those people are responding to is the amount that airtime that climate change gets on the left. And so there's an assumption that because the left is always talking about it and hand wringing, then something has been done, which I think honestly speaks to the ineffectiveness of the message. This thing's gonna kill you in 50 years. Like nobody wants to hear that, right? Like I think the message has been ineffectual. I think what would have been more effective is stuff like this OPEC deal with the Russians, where the Saudis, who allegedly are allies, our little brothers, in the Middle East, we love the Saudis and they love us too. And they're just like, no, that country that you're at war with in a proxy war with Ukraine, we just did a deal with them to make ourselves rich. This Saudi job is like, yo, you want to take orders from the Saudis, or you want to put us in position where we could give those fools the middle finger? How we do that is we got to invest. We got to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at the drop of a hand, we put 40 billion in Ukraine's pocket, Lockheed Martin's pocket, Raytheon's pocket for war. We could have did that to just get ourselves off of the Ukraine, off of the Saudi breast, the oil breast. Like we could have did that. Right? I think more effectively could have been us versus them type of stuff. Because the people who are making the most money off of us being completely addicted to the freaking black sludge are overseas. Like just get the xenophobia working in our freaking direction for once. Like it's a slap in the face what the Saudis did the other day, man.
100%. They need to focus on it. Bernie's had some good stuff to say about it, but yeah, we got to focus on the black sludge, focus on the oil breast. And we'll get through to people.
I wasn't sure if we were allowed to use the T word here on the damage report. John.
I do not think that we are allowed to. I don't even think you can say the T word. Anyway, yes, I do agree though that the messaging, we have to continue to work on that because we're humans, we're simple animals. Like it's difficult for us to care about. I forget who said it, but someone said if somebody told you that a serial killer is coming for you in an hour, you're gonna freak out. Somebody tells you a serial killer is gonna come for you in 10 years, you're gonna freak out, and then you're gonna go back to your life. for the next 9 years.
Make a ham sandwich
basically.
right after the freak out.
Exactly.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.